Well, hello and welcome to NDTV. I am Aishwarya Jain, and today we are at one of the locations which is now making headlines, just not in India but across the world. I'm being joined by Union Minister Jitendra Singh. Sir, lavender has made headlines. Lavender has found its new home here in Bhadrawa in Jammu and Kashmir. Please tell us about this purple revolution. We're standing in these lavender fields and how this has changed the economic viability of Jammu and Kashmir and of course has helped the young farmers of Jammu and Kashmir.
At the outset, I must compliment you and thank you, Aishwarya, for traveling all the way to this place. And I think this itself is an evidence of the success of this lavender story, which was born in a small town called Bhadrawa as a very cautious initiative and experiment. When it was started as part of the Roma mission, a lot of apprehension how far we could go. But as you rightly mentioned, today it has not only given Bhadrawa a national identity, it has also given Bhadrawa a national role in the economic growth of India. And I think the credit would also go largely to Prime Minister Modi. It was during his term the Aroma mission was launched. He took a personal interest in this. And not only that, though the concept was very new, people hardly knew about even the startup concept was new till Prime Minister Modi spoke about it from the Red Fort. And Agri startup to Lavender startup was an absolutely new experiment. But he spoke about it in his one of his Mann Ki Baat broadcasts and awakened the countrymen about it. And he went to the extent of even describing where these fields are located. The small town of Bhadrawa in a district called Doda, which happens to be part of Jammu and Kashmir. And therefore, I think it gives us a tremendous satisfaction to say, incidentally, this is also the district which is my home district. So it also gives us a tremendous satisfaction to see that as we grow from fifth to fourth economy now that we've done, we move on further. The further ascent will be determined. The value addition will come from those resources which were not fully explored or remained underexplored, whether the marine resources, the blue economy, the Himalayan resources, the Roma resources, and this is going to be one of the very great contributors in the future ascent of India's economic graph.
So can we call it India's Lavender Valley?
Yes, I think as you rightly mentioned, we started off it as a small experiment, but today I think the program that you saw here, this is a 2-day Lavender Festival going on, which was started 2 years back by the CSIR, and the President Director, Dr. Zabir, is also there with us. And the Deputy Commissioner has been the district administration has also got integrated. So it's like a whole of government, approach. And you could see the results. We today have participants and startups from places as far as northeast, Manipur, Uttarakhand, Himachal. In fact, this entire project is being replicated in these Himalayan states. So I think this is going to be the torchbearer of the Himalayan contribution to India's future economy.
Sir, as we are standing here in the lavender fields, a beautiful landscape, and we are at the heart of Lavender Festival. This is the third edition, I guess, of the Lavender Festival that has been organized, and this after Operation Sindoor as well. How do you see, the normalcy coming back in Jammu and Kashmir with festivals like Lavender Festival happening?
There's so much of enthusiasm, unmindful of and unaffected by all that happened in the 4 days. And it's also a testimony to the fact that under Prime Minister Modi, the Indian economy had grown so resilient that the prophets of doom have been proved wrong. Those who said that after this 4 days of conflict situation, the economy would go haywire. On the contrary, we've risen from 5th to 4th. And this lavender is a versatile, crop. You can prepare perfumes out of this, soaps out of this, cosmetics out of this. And it's not difficult to cultivate because it doesn't require much of irrigation. And monkeys are fearful of it. What is perfume to them is an offensive odor to them. So huge lot of advantages which were not known much earlier. So I think this is going to be an important agri component in our future agriculture projects.
So coming back to the valley, you have been visiting many places here in Jammu and Kashmir as well, and specifically after Operation Sindoor. How do you see the change in environment in the valley around in Jammu and Kashmir, as you have met a lot of people as well when you visited over here?
Thanks to the ease of connectivity and ease of travel which has happened in the last 12 years. Now, this is a place where it would take you several hours to reach from Jammu. Now it just takes about 3.5 hours. I mean, this all happened in the last 10 years. You have a network of national highways, and that accessibility has encouraged tourism. Now this was rather a very small, sleepy town. Today we have 5-star hotels coming over here, and these are coming up because they find the viability over here. So I think it's not only a symbol of the rising aspirational level or the rising prosperity, but also of the this entire region playing an important role in putting up a brave face of normalcy as well as the scenic beauty all around.
So you also mentioned, and I remember I met you at the Ministry of Home Affairs. You said that Operation Sindoor has changed, and it's a new normal of our country as far as act against terrorism is concerned. Your ministry also coordinates with the kind of documentation that our armed forces have done, and specifically this region, which was much under attack when the conflict happened between India and Pakistan. How did all that happen?
I think you'll be glad to know, I know how much is known about it, that the Jammu city itself was targeted with at least 300 drones in a single hour, but not one of them went off. So efficient was our Akash system, the anti-drone system. And that has given also, in a way, an opportunity to showcase to our countrymen and also to the world that today, in an era of technology-driven warfare, India has a huge supremacy. And again, this has happened only last 10 years. Of course, much can't be talked about in the public domain, and I should not be talking out of turn, but I'm also glad that the Department of Space and the Department of Atomic Energy have also been playing an important contribution in all this.
Sir, as you rightly mentioned, Department of Space and Technology, and how did ISRO, if I must ask you, how did ISRO help in all of this?
I don't think it'd be proper for me to go in detail, but of course the satellite imaging, etc., is now so efficient that even the other agencies, we started off much before us, like NASA, are seeking our inputs. In fact, around the end of the first week of June, we have the mission to International Space Station where one of our astronauts is going,
Correct.
Group Captain Shukla. And
Correct.
he would be doing experiments other than what his other counterparts will do. Because we have engaged, like Prime Minister Modi gave us the concept of whole of government. So we have biotechnology linked up with ISRO. So he would be conducting biotech experiments in the space, how to grow seedlings, how to grow fruit products, which would be quite exclusively India's domain in space. And we also entered into space biology, space medicine, so he'll be doing all that over there. So which I mean to say is something which may not be happening from on their part, but we are contributing to it.
So before I conclude, lastly, there's a lot of politics which is going around it as well. Today, the opposition members are asking a special session of parliament to happen. They're also demanding, answers as far as what should be the near future.
I don't think that hardly requires any response. With guys like you around doing real-time reporting, people are wiser than all other speculations, which could be hugely motivated.
So, lastly, to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, how do you see this Lavender Festival going on for 2 days?
I think this is a new exposure also for them, because it's given them the opportunity to have an interaction and intermingling with people from all across countries. It's quite a pan-India image for this small little region.
Well, thank you so much. That was Dr. Jitendra Singh, Minister of State for Prime Minister's Office, speaking exclusively to NDTV from the fields of lavender that is called India's Lavender's Valley.